Okay, guys, here it is, guys. Some major news happening right now, and we've been talking about the unification of the North American currency. We've been calling it the Amero. We've been talking about the Amero now since 2012 on this channel, and the Amero is the answer to, I guess, the BRICS. As the BRICS start unifying and creating a unified currency to de-dollarize, we're going to start to see North America start to sweat, right? And it hasn't worked well with the European Union. That's been falling apart, and that's been an absolute disaster. So what is happening here, folks? Well, Amero dollar unification on the way, and that's something they've been very vocal about here because there's no way out at this point right now for the US dollar. And gold versus treasuries, a historic shift. This is coming out of Bloomberg, guys. Data shows that as of 2025, the percentage of reserves in gold has surpassed that is held in U.S. treasuries among foreign central banks. This is very important, folks, because foreign central banks are now de-dollarizing. And quantifying U.S. treasuries held by foreigners, foreign holdings of U.S. treasuries hit a record $9 trillion in March 2025, with nearly $4 trillion held by official sector entities like central banks. By June 2025, that number has risen further to 9.13 trillion. Japan owns 1.1 trillion of it, and the UK 858 billion topped the list of holders, while China's holdings remained around 756 billion. The lowest since 2009. Gold holdings overview. The US Treasury holds about 8,133 metric tons of gold. So they say. And foreign central banks now allocate higher proportion of their reserves to gold than U.S. treasuries. Yes, guys, this is true. Banks now allocate higher proportion of their reserves to gold than U.S. treasuries. This is very, 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 very important, okay, guys? And the trend is being closely watched as a shift towards diversification and perhaps a move away from dependence on U.S. debt. And that's been a big issue where U.S. is basically selling off its debt. And in 2014, here on the channel, we reported that Russia was selling treasuries to buy gold, slowly selling off some treasuries to buy themselves some gold. They've been doing it on a steady pace. And in 2017, here on the channel, we reported that China was selling treasuries and buying gold too. That was in 2017 when we got word of it. And what does this mean? Well, it's very simple. Loss of confidence in U.S. debt. And basically, it's a vote for the gold stability. And gold has always been currency. Gold, since before the time of Moses, gold has always been currency. No matter gold and silver, even copper, it's always been currency. It's always been a form of currency. And again, gold-backed currency. Go back to the Bretton Woods. Go back to the monetization of currencies, right? And countries like China, Russia, and BRICS nations are actively de-dollarizing, and this goes into our back pocket of forcing the Amero. We've been telling you guys about this Amero dollar is coming, and the only answer to the BRICS nations, or to hedge against the BRICS nations and the strength of the BRICS nations may have, if they do it right, is by creating a North American Union in currency. That's the only way I could see out of this. I could be dead wrong. I'm usually wrong. But this is the only way to escape this, to hedge against the BRICS. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Mike Martins here. I have spoken.